Heya. All right, I'm late. I know I'm late. This will be a partial week. I mean, 70% of the week still, it's pretty good. This will go from Wednesday, April 15th until Sunday, April 19th. We have the new moon on April 17th, so we're going to see how this plays out. If you're just joining me, the way I read is I read traditionally, what the cards say, what the meaning of the cards are, but then also I channel. So I hear things, smell things, feel things, see things, know things. And I feel like there's more I should tell you. Oh, the way I go through the week is every day I look at what the day holds and then how to move through that day for our highest good. What the energy holds for that day. Maybe it could be opportunities as well, but that's just the baseline of what's there. Now, I'm late this week, unfortunately, because I had a stalker situation. It became very serious very quickly. It put me behind on mini readings. If you're watching this and you've been so gracious to understand, I am so thankful. It's been a really, really stressful week, and while everything is handled to the best it possibly could be, the mental and emotional load and energy expenditure from having your safety deeply shaken is really just exhausting. So, thank you so much for handling this with me and for hanging in there with me. This is it. This is the night where I'm completely going to catch up on everything, and this is a part of it. So, I'm late, but I'm here. All right, let's see what Wednesday, the 15th, looks like. Wednesday, April 15th. See what the day holds, how to move through it. All right, shit. We just have whole. All right, y'all. I have y'all been okay this week? Oh, okay. Usually I do one card, but things just kind of flew out, and I'm just gonna go with it. So, okay. What Wednesday the 15th? Tomorrow. I'm recording this on. Yeah, today's Tuesday, right? Yes, it is. I'm recording this on Tuesday the 14th. Wednesday the 15th tomorrow. Uh, you know, so we've got these three cards. We have the Hermit, the Two of Swords reversed, and the Six of Swords reversed. These are very emotional. These are inward turning cards. This is not really wanting to connect with people, wanting to turn inward, wanting to isolate. This can even look like. This can also be withdrawing for positive reasons too. Isolation, I'm not saying that in a negative or positive way. I'm saying it quite neutral actually. The Two of Swords reversed and the Six of Swords, a decision will have to be made. It can be a day that could put you between things, or it can bring things and bring questions up, and it's going to cause you to have to weigh out your choices. The Six of Swords is this healing and moving on. This could be walking away from things. This could also be the energy to heal and move forward. But it's not going to go either way. It's either you heal and move forward or the chapter closes. I guess tomorrow holds some heavy hitters, especially again mentally and emotionally, and the inner world. Watch your inner world. So, when we get to how to move through it, I have the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Moon. This is all a spread. I mean, the Nine of Wands, this is insomnia, anxiety, overthinking, doubtfulness, that internal world again. It can even be grief. The Three of Swords is grief, heartbreak. Things are going to have to be broken. You're going to have to make calls. And this feels internal at first, like the beginning of an internal choice, the beginning of an internal call. And some of these calls might be hard and they might keep you up at night. The Five of Wands is telling you to fight for what you want. What do you want in your world? That's where you're going to have to make those hard choices. The Moon here, this is kind of my roadblock. I personally utilize this card as my don't go any further. Stop looking. When the moon comes up, it's not only for me personally as a reader, again, me personally as a reader, my relationship with the cards. The moon for me is always a moment of stop. Stop looking. Don't read any further because you're not going to get correct answers. And there's a part of it that's supposed to just unfurl naturally without foresight. This doesn't always come up for me, but when it does, that is the message that I personally get every time. That is not a traditional tarot message of this card. It kind of can be, but that's not a traditional tarot message. That is not anything that's out there like that. This is internal. This is that deep knowing. All right. That card that flew out in the beginning there, that was the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is this exploration, this exploratory, adventurous, charge forward regardless. Feel the fear and do it anyways. Some of these things that will be coming up internally and mentally and emotionally are heavy, and some of them are going to cause you to have to step back and really shift things. It does not feel like things will be coming to a point tomorrow on the 15th. It feels rather like it'll be coming to a head internally. For some of you, that may spill over externally, depending upon how long your patience is. I know for me personally, from the moment of like realization and conception, I don't really only have about a day before I have to speak it. Whereas some people have 3 days or weeks. It's going to vary based on that. Okay, let's take a look at Thursday, April 16th. Same thing, what the day holds and how to move through it for our highest good. I'm going to record the next week ahead outside. I wanted to today, but there's a wind advisory, there's tree branches flying all over the place. The wind also not necessarily the best for recording. So we get a onesie here inside. All right, let's check it out. 16th. All right, 16th is looking much better. The 16th, we have that same energy that popped out of yesterday in the deck. That Knight of Wands, this charging forward, this adventurous, this feel the fear and do it anyways, or feel zero motivation and do it anyways. These are days that you have to keep moving forward, even if you do not want to. The Lovers is how you're going to move through this. That intensity, that ambition, if you can move through it with compassion and grace and love and put every single movement that you do on Thursday, have it be an act of love to yourself, specifically to you. I'm not saying an act of love to other people or family or the world, but Thursday, how can you make everything that you have to do, all these adventures, all these choices, all these pathways, how can you make every choice and every action in this, every thought even, how can you make sure it comes from love for yourself? Keep that in mind Thursday. Friday, which is the new moon, Friday, April 17th. Right? Friday, yeah. The new moon in Aries. Just super biased Aries over here. I'm 35 now. My birthday was last week. It's a bit trippy. I love aging. It's a great privilege. It's just wild because I believe 35 years have gone by. Time ain't nothing but a concept. It's relative. All right, I mean, obviously it's a concept. Relative, though. Okay. Friday, the new moon. Let's see what we have in store for us. New moon, we're still following through. The day still has this energy of the Page of Swords, this adventurous spirit, this can't knock me down, this full of energy, livelihood. And the Queen of Wands reversed is saying, hold off, don't pop your clutch, slow down. Keep this, but can we do it in a healthy way that makes sense and is from a place of intentional movement, not reaction? Even reaction to your own energy and your own thoughts, if left unchecked can be kind of chaotic. So slow it down, but it's still an adventurous day. Feels like summer's opening up more. That's that new moon too. New beginnings. We're moving to Saturday, the 18th. Saturday, the 18th. Five of Swords reversed and the Three of Cups. So Saturday the 18th with this Five of Swords reversed, this day holds a lot of release, a lot of relaxation. Things are going to go very smoothly, more smoothly than you might think. It's going to be a beautiful day. The Three of Cups is here, and this is friendship. Because there's so much in socializing, because there's so much beauty here and so much ease mentally and emotionally, you're going to want to take hold of this day of Saturday and either network if you have to be in a business situation. Network, face-to-face interaction is going to be really good. Make those connections. And on the social front, connect with friends. Connect with friends who nurture you, specifically nurture. This is a very nurturing card. It's the feminine. Not, again, I hope by now we all know feminine and masculine energies can exist for everybody. God, I hope so. But anyways, the Three of Cups is this beautiful energy of gathering and coming together. Take hold of that day. It's going to be smooth. It's going to be easy. It'll flow. Not easy, but we'll have ease. Sunday. April 19th. All right, what the day holds for us is beautiful. Sunday, April 19th, we have the Ten of Swords reversed, and then I've got Strength. The Ten of Swords reversed is a release of all pain, this ongoing release of mental and emotional pain. I feel like many of you are going to be standing up from a time period of everything ranging from seasonal affective disorder to straight up depression to anxiety to just feeling very gloomy. It feels like this week, especially as we move towards the weekend, Thursday, Friday, and then really into the weekend, it feels like there is this reclamation of life. For some of you, that could be really, really literal. It feels like there's been many who've been going through a very, very hard time to the point of very, very heavy mental and emotional dealings and internal worlds. So hang in there, y'all. I mean, the kitchen sink is in Aries right now. We got everybody up there. It's a whole party. So I know that is a lot, and things can go kind of crazy. But remember, in any unstable moment, there is a great opportunity for just that opportunity, for creation, for design, for reacting intentionally. But it's that internal world that you're going to have to maintain. That being said, it feels like it's going to be coming up. Like you're just going to shake the rust off, shake the dust off, brush your shoulders off, and walk. Gave myself away my age. Elder millennial. Alright, but the rest of Sunday, strength. With this release, you're going to regain strength. Remember how strong you are. I think you're going to be shown how strong you are, and this could come subtly in stepping back and suddenly realizing, wow, I haven't looked at the sun in a long time. Wow, I haven't seen the water or the trees or even just the way the sunlight hits my house or my room. Something about Sunday is going to just, again, revive you. This week, the end of it, has a huge potential to actually revive your internal world. Even if the outside might be chaotic, it feels like there's still some fallout that will likely tumble along a little bit, but overall, this is a pretty solid week. Okay. That's that. Again, thank you so much to everyone who continued to support me through this whole crazy stalker situation that I had to go through. Um, it means the world. Thank you so much if you got a reading from me during that time period last week and are still waiting on that reading, because having that patience allowed to me and that recovery time period is so important. All right. Have a wonderful one, and I will see you pretty shortly, actually, because in a few days I'm going to have to do the next week's one. All right. Enjoy the new moon. Don't forget to at least take a few breaths for it and imagine what's next. All right, y'all. You've got this. And if you don't, you know where to find me.